abin da taimaki ba akan wannan kasan mu ya mu dubai ko akwai wani bidiyo wanda fito dinnan da kowa da kowa yana ji zo an ji maka na fito zan fi wannan radio wannan kasan mu da kowa da kowa ya ji kusan cewa gaskiya abubuwan da ke faruwa a Najeriya dinnan ko akwai wasu mutane wanda su kamar suna faru gaskiya amma saboda rashin fadawa ina kamar bai yi dinnan zo an zuba kanan zan nada zan fi wannan muran kowa da koyi ji kowa da koyi gane kusan cewa gaskiya wannan manyan mu su ne damu Najeriya so ina dawo inda muka buga wannan muran kowa da koyi ji wanda zara ana buga ana buga kuna ji ina mamantawa kana da duk kowa da koyi gane abin da faruwa su ba da kuɗi ku zama ku shi na dawo kuma zan ci gaba so dan kuma shi da ta magana ta na dawo kun ci gaba Mazi thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi Jacob. We are here live and direct on Radio Biafra House of Service, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Our mother station is Radio Biafra London. Today is the 31st day of August, the last day of August in the year of our Lord 2020. I urge each and every one of you, as my brother have said, we are here with many packages. We are here to teach, to enlighten, to make sure that people come out from darkness. Because you know the problem we have, the problem black race, Africans, the problem we have is in the brain. And it is through that brain it must be cured. You cannot tell me, why is it that in 1983, somebody came up in that time called Upper Volta. He didn't come up through even democracy. No way. For you to understand that, look, it is not really on everywhere this their European system of democracy, what they talk, because after all, Biafrans gave them democracy. It is not always that system that will work everywhere. No. Thomas Sankara came up in a military coup. But you know what? He loved his country. He was in a mission. He had a vision in order to make sure that people are enlightened. And I tell you, from the first day of his entering power, he dissolved all these political hanky-pankies, political processes, all this rubbish that consumes money in a country. He made sure that he started it from himself. All this presidential entourage, you see cars lying up to 1 kilometer. Oh, what is going on? President is passing. He reduced it to only his car and another car for his guards. 2 or 3 guards only. By doing that, he has saved money for the country because he knows why he came. He is not there to chase power, to inflate a budget and make money, or to make contract and make money of this, or to invoke a European Union, give us money, or to invoke China or America. We need money, we need aid, loan, always begging. Have you seen a beggar that is rich before in your life? Have you seen that? You know what we dish out here, remove bias from your mind. Now you dissect what we are saying here. Now you try to understand. You will start understanding. That time you start embracing enlightenment. Your eyes will start being open. You know, every time they tell you, European Union, they give Nigeria this amount of money, millions of billions of money, billions of naira, trillions of naira, dollars for doing this. Okay, human rights to say if you don't do this, you will not get aid from United Nations. Okay, all these are ways, you know, of making the country go down. Any person that lives on begging, he never progresses. That is the truth of the matter. Go out on the street, you see people, you see beggars, professional beggars. They never, you see the way they live. They live like non-entities. And they live like that until they die because they have accepted. They always only just bring out, as far as you bring out your hand to beg, the person giving you his hand is on top. And there is no way your hand will be on top and the giver will be down giving you. It's impossible. To tell you that all this, it have repercussions. Oh, I'm begging. Oh, they give us more. I tell you, Thomas Sankara, he rejected all this. He said, as far as we are human beings, we should be productive. It's not meant only for the Europeans to be productive. You know what? That time, Burkina Faso was only, 90% illiterates. Western education illiterates. Do you know what? He didn't see it as a deterrent. No. He was a vibrant young man. I'm a very fan follower of Thomas Sankara right from time. Because what he did, he showed that he met all these African politicians to be, he showed them, he put them down where they're supposed to be in the dustbin. This man started walking, started talking to his people. He's an orator. Even when he went to the Organization of African Unity in Addis Ababa as of that time, I think 1984-85, when he was talking, you see, if you watch the video, when he was talking, Paul Biya, Marbon, all these old criminals called politicians, Mobutu Sese Seko, they cannot even look at him. All of them were facing ground. Because he was telling them, he was trying to stir up real Africanism in them. They cannot look because this young man, he have shamed us. He came in the next 4 years, he made Burkina Faso food sufficiency country. They don't import nothing, but they have food surplus. He made them to realize railway line, building railway line, 700 kilometers of railway line by themselves. No foreign aid, no importation of Chinese or American engineer. All of them turned engineer. Any village the railway line is passing, people came out happily to build it. And the Europeans started fidgeting, as usual, because the development of any African country is their nightmare. Who will continue being their mumu? Who will be their dustbin? And they started planning to use. And who will they use? Who did they use? His right hand man, the person that even went to, the person he trusted most is the person that was used in killing Thomas Sankara. The same way Brutus killed Julius Caesar. The person, his whole right, the person he tells his secret, inner secrets. That thing teach me a lot. I'm telling you. This man realized something that no other president in Africa have realized. To make his people to walk in happiness. To make them know that, look, you can be productive. You can be profitable by yourself. Stop depending on begging. They are human beings. They are building their country. Why not do your own? And they planned his downfall. And do you know what? Immediately he was killed by Blaise Compaoré, the useless idiot, which they are still protecting in Ivory Coast at the order of France. This man came and reversed the whole gains. He reversed the whole. This is the Polish. I don't know. You know, our leader, when he was speaking yesterday, and when he talked about how black Africans are, even our people, this is how people, he reversed everything. He turned everything round 180 degrees. He reversed the whole gains this man has made in the lives of people. Some people that understand the damage, they were crying. He reversed everything. Now they say, no, he's a very big friend of France. France, they rush in as usual. The Europeans rush in. They destroyed everything. But this man has achieved. And they put back the people into a state of stupor. They put the people back into the state of stupor. That is why you are hearing today there is terrorism going on there. People are being massacred. And people that did wonders in the 80s, now they cannot even, they import everything. They start importing everything. That is how it is. Here we are trying to enlighten you, to make you understand that you are a human being, every other person, just like the Europeans. But the only difference is the way you reason, the way you process information. That is the only difference between you and them. And that is why they succeed. You don't succeed. You don't progress as a people. I'm talking as a people. I'm not talking of individual that, oh, you have built houses, you have cars, you have this. That is not what I'm saying. As a people, everywhere even like I read about today, they discovered in Saudi Arabia how because of COVID-19, how the black Africans, they just lock them up in prisons, in cells, without door, without windows, everything. Many of them are dying there in the highest 40-something degrees Celsius. Many of them are dying. They don't care. Until it came out, somebody showed the picture. I mean, took a secret picture of it. I was reading it. Every time it's black Africa. Every time the whole, everything bad is happening on the black race. And you don't sit down and think and say, why are we, you can never hear that, they are maltreating Chinese in Kuwait or in Spain or in Libya. No. If they do it, China will wipe out that country. You don't hear that they are maltreating Indians in this place or the other. All the extreme maltreatment, extreme, is only the blacks that are bearing the brunt, because they have chosen that path that, look, if you don't beat them, you join them. They have become, the black presidents, black Africans have become, just like toys in the hands of the Europeans. They have succeeded in being just spies, agents of the Europeans. That is what they are. They don't care. They care less. Because when you are enlightened, now you start questioning everything. You start thinking about everything critically, the way it should be. Why is this happening? Why is this? Why is that? You start having all those things will be making you to be, thinking critically. By that time you see that, you'll be enlightened. And once you are enlightened, you know the truth. The truth will set you free. That is what we are doing here. Our Father in heaven, the creator of the whole universe, hallowed be thy name. We have once again gathered today in this hallowed platform. We have vowed to be purveyors of truth and nothing but the truth. We shall continue telling the truth even if it leads to our death. That is the oath we have taken. Because anyway, everybody must die. Therefore, the God of our ancestors, we have come again in order to enlighten people, in order to teach people. The darkness wants to cover the light, but it's impossible. Behold, this small light that you have put in this part of Africa. You have lightened this light. Father, through our leader Mazi, there are many uphill battles, even internal saboteurs, internal enemies, external ones. But in everything, victory is ours. Kill those that wants us killed. Destroy them that wants us be destroyed. Even those that are coming like trying to come like friends. But little did we know that they have swords at their back, at the back of their hands. They have it. In order to stop us when we look back. But we are removing the chaff from the real wood. Thank you, Lord, for everything. Give our leader the strength, the boldness with which he continues to do what he is supposed to be doing, because you have empowered him, and you have empowered IPOB in order to do the needful, to make sure that Nigeria is perforated with the truth, so that it collapses. Through the ashes, we rise up other nationalities that are being caged in that quagmire. Therefore, we pray that all our enemies will fall and bow down to us. Thank you, Chukwuka, for answering our prayers. In your name we have prayed. You say, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Biafra House of Service. I welcome you. It doesn't matter whether you are from the Baruba tribe, the Gbari tribe in Niger State, Federal Capital Territory, even the Hausa of Zamfara, even the Baruba tribe, the Bassa tribe of Niger State. What about the Bauchi, the Boko tribe, the Buduma tribe? All these are ethnicities, tribes you never know or you never hear of. But you call all of them House of Fulani. That brings me to my normal and usual remark. Stop calling them House of Fulani, please. All of them, they are nothing like House of Fulani. We have the Angas in Bauchi, the Bambura in Bauchi, the Banka, the Bara, the Bake, the Bele, or Bete, the Bole, the Boma, the Bamburu, the Buli, the Burak, Buta, the Chamo, the Dadia, the Daza, the Deno tribe. What of the Ugari tribe, the Duma? These are tribes and more in Bauchi. We have also the Daba, the Daka, the Gombi, the Gudu, the Gwa or Gware, the Gaanda. All these are also tribes, some of the tribes in Adamawa. But you never hear about them. And you call all of them House of Fulanis, which is very, very wrong. We have the Babu tribe, the Buduma tribe, the Chiline, the Dwedo. What about the Gavako, the Goza, the Karumbu, the Kanuri in Borno State? You refer to them all as House of Fulani. That is ignorance in the highest level, I'm telling you. Because when you refer to all of them as House of Fulani, you are doing the Fulanis a very, very great favor. Fulani is very tiny tribe that is alien in Nigeria. They became, how do you call it? They became seen in Nigeria, mostly during the advent of Ottoman Federal. In the 19th century, 1804, that is when this Fulani you are talking, through Ottoman Danfodio, one person, he gathered the Hausas, turned their brain, changed them, and they accepted his own version of Islam. They started fighting against each other, and he had victory over Hausa. Now they have been ruling the Hausas till date. They gather the Hausa, they say, okay, we are Hausa Fulani. We are what? To make them wrongly believe that they are one people. They are not. It's only in Nigeria you have this lexicon, Hausa Fulani. There is nothing like Hausa Fulani. We have the Hausa, which are very large in number, with the Fulani, which are very little in number. They only rally the Hausas with this name, Hausa Fulani, whenever they want to conquer others. Because you know what they do? They use the Hausas in order to overrun other ethnicities, like some of all these ethnicities that I'm mentioning. They overrun them, imposing Hausa languages on them. And those people, they grew resented. Their resentments grew against the Hausas. Because the visible people, the language they are seeing are the Hausas. The Hausas are plenty. And the Hausas, they are okay about it. In as much as they are answerable to the Fulanis, they are slaves to the Fulani, vassals. But as far as they retain their languages, they do the biddings of the Fulani, their Fulani master, by conquering, running over their neighbors, people that are supposed to be their allies. That is why today, even in southern Kaduna, you see people, you see Hausa person telling him, say, we are Hausa Fulani. We are here, this and that. And the indigenous population, they see them as Hausa or Hausa Fulani also. Because the Fulani, they have used them. They have put the Hausas in harm's way of hatred. It wasn't like this before. It wasn't like this before. When Hausa land was part of Songhai Empire, they were living very peaceful life with their neighbors. I say very peaceful coexistence, real peaceful coexistence with their neighbors. But the advent of Fulani in their land changed everything. It caused problems. When you see the problems of southern Kaduna and many other places, that is what is happening. It is the war between the indigenous people with the Fulani, but the Fulani, they are using their vassals, the Hausas, to commit atrocities, so that those people in fighting the Fulani, because the Fulani know and understand that they are little, they are very little in population, they will overrun them, but they use the Hausas in order to do their bidding, whereas they are the main perpetrators. But today they see that the Hausas, they are trying to open eyes. So, and being who they are, being the Fulanis, very racist, segregatory, Marwedas, they now started bringing their people from all over Africa to come to Nigeria. I'm telling you honestly, you don't hear about Hausa Fulani much, only when there is work to do. As they formed the new Nigerian Bar Association, they call it the North. But go to their Facebook page. Spare time, just little time to go to the Facebook page. They call it the National Food Bank Movement. There you see what they are saying. You see them showcasing weapons, military. Now you start asking yourself, there is no place that is a Fulani country, but they have Fulani military. They have Fulani army. They are showcasing guns and bullets and military hardware. For Fulani, which country? They are fighting for Fulani country. Do you see the hypocrisy? That is the reason why the governor of Bauchi State told you pump and plain that they don't even care about Nigeria, the border, the Nigerian border. They are Fulanis, but they don't care. Their nationality is Fulani. Pump and plain. But they close your border, Seme border, between Seme and Badagry and Cotonou, which are two people, the same people. They will do a race. Do you see how they do? But in their own side, they open border so that their Fulani headsmen, Fulani terrorists will be coming from everywhere. Do you remember when Ganduje was shouting during the time of COVID that, even these people coming in, the Fulani headsmen, that they are bringing corona, that they should do everything to block the border for them to come, or for them not to come again. Do you see? Even in the heat of coronavirus, the northern borders were open. They don't care, because that is where their army of conquering came from. They came into, because they don't care about Nigeria border. But they are the people that to preach you that the unity of Nigeria, the territorial integrity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. But they are negotiating it. They have been negotiating it with their fellow Fulani that don't care about the border. Do you see how ignorant you are when you call them Hausa Fulani? Go to their Facebook, National Fulbe Movement, F-U-L-B-E, National Fulbe Movement. You will see for yourself what is going on there. How they showcase arms and ammunition. These are not countries. They are not a country, but they are fighting for Fulani cause. Nothing more. These are people that are telling you to disarm you that you don't have, if you don't have authorization for arms, why do you keep it? But they are their own Fulani headsmen killers, the terrorists, they keep arms. They have arms. And they defend them. Do you remember one time, I think it's in Enugu or in Anambra, whereby they saw 3 Fulani kids, boys. They were hanging 6 assault rifles with them. And the community vigilante followed them after they reported to the traditional ruler, who called for a meeting with Johannes and Ipob also representatives, with the police representative, with the Mietiala representative, with the Mietiala boss here in Anambra. When they were discussing, they said, okay, why we call this meeting is because, they showed the photos, everything of how, even videos of these people. We saw your boys, your headsmen carrying guns, assault rifles in the public. Even they didn't respect people by not carrying it in the public. The police were there. Do you know what? Immediately they were saying this, they were talking this, even they didn't allow them to finish. They made the Allah and they say, come on, is that why you are calling us? I beg. They walk out on them in their own land. They say, do your worst. Is that why you are calling us? Say, these people, they are bearing arms. Yes, and then what can you do? The police were there. They cannot do nothing because all of them are together. That was the end of the meeting. Nayawodo, remember, he started writing to IGP of police. IGP, the IG of police. Yeah, love letter. Please make good use of your office to bring these people to book, because it's very surprising that these people have to work out on us. This and always like that. People that are just going down, writing love letter. Remember also the leader of Pandev, what is Edwin Clark? Please, Asorok, why not employ one of us now? The whole NNPC is full of only Fulani people. Why now? We use make good use of your office, or make good use of your good office in order to attend to at least one person. This is where you are getting all these resources. They have relegated everybody like this. Only IPOB. That is why we are doing what we are doing. So that we bring up that manhood in everybody. We enlighten people to make people understand the truth. You must hear it, understand it. Otherwise you perish, as people are perishing because of lack of knowledge. Therefore, do the right thing. Stop calling them House of Fulani. There is nothing like a House of Fulani. Today, I am going to caption my submission: living in fake peace with enemies. Listen. Living in fake peace with enemies. That is the caption of my submission today. Living in fake peace. There is fake peace. You know, you know, whenever they tell you for peaceful coexistence in Nigeria, that is what I mean. That is what I mean. The fake peace. Because Nigerians are living in fake peace, under fake peace. When you listen to listen to people, the hatred in the ethnicities, you see that Nigeria is living in fake peace. They have been living like this since 1960. You know, falsely believing that one day maybe miracle will happen and things will change. You see it? Do not forget, living in fake peace with enemies. There are real peace. You know where you get real peace, where you live in real harmony and peace. You know where? Where the value system are the same. In a country or nation whereby they have common value systems, the way somebody sees something and judges it is the same way the other person sees it. That is the same value system. It is not about because the NBA they disinvited the Fulani terrorist commander, who is the governor of Kaduna State, Rufai. Now, you know, all hell broke loose. They have to break and form their own new Nigerian Bar Association. Now you tell me what is the peace? Everybody have been singing for peaceful coexistence, for peace and unity. You know, everything they talk about that Nigeria is opposite. Peace and unity. Where is the peace? Everything is fake. As the country is fake, everything is fake. People are living in fake unity and peace with the enemies. That is the caption, the topic of my submission today. You know, conflicts occur today in this world due to agreements and or disagreements between people. It could be ideological or geopolitical. When you come to ideological differences, it can be caused by religion, traditions, and culture. That is the truth. Today, you know, they sentenced somebody that sang a song, a singer in Kano, to death, of which Ganduje said he will sign the death penalty. He will confirm it as a governor. But when he was caught red-handed, pocketing millions of dollars, you know, under Sharia, normally they should have cut his hands and legs even. He wouldn't have even had a hand to sign the death penalty. Because I saw a design, speaking volumes about Ganduje. How do you think that a place like this will exist peacefully? How do you think like that? How do you believe? Is it not? This is fake peace. Some people believe in reforming criminals. Some people believe that, look, you can insult a prophet, you can insult God. It is your personal life and idea. It's your ideology. Whereas some people believe that if you insult their prophet, if you say anything against their prophet, they call it blasphemy law. It happened, it's taking place even in Afghanistan. These are places it takes place. But in Nigeria, whereby they call it a democratic country, whereby secularism is practiced, they have sentenced somebody for talking against their prophet Muhammad, which means they are fighting for God. Some people believe that they can fight for their gods. Others believe that God can, if God is God, let him fight for himself. Because we can't fight for God. That is what we believe. Your belief with God or anything is your personal relation. You don't use it to intimidate others. We are believers, yes. We are Christians, Judeo-Christians. But it doesn't mean that people can insult anything or anything you call God. Anything. If that thing is God, then let him fight for himself. Why should I fight for him? You see the different value system, ideologies. Very conflicting ideologies. And these people are being caged together that they will live in peace. What type of peace is that? It's a fake peace. It's a fake peace. You know, the problem is this, that people don't have the foresight in order to understand that what they are living in is fake peace. It needs a mature brain, an enlightened brain, a critical thinker to understand that, look, we are living in peace today, but remember tomorrow, it's not going to be like that. Therefore, we are living in fake peace. Because when you understand this, you will rise up and do something about it. Do you understand the problem in southern Kaduna? People are being massacred. The indigenous people are being slaughtered. Do you know the reason? Because their ancestors earlier, they did what they did, allow people to live in their forests, to settle in their forests for the interest of peace. And this peace is what I call fake peace. Because they didn't know, they didn't foresee that in the future, this thing they are calling peace, it will backfire. Do you understand where I'm heading to? That what they are calling peace today, it will backfire. The same thing in Nigeria today. They are telling you, no, give Eruga, give them land. They are Nigerians, Fulani headsmen. They are Nigerians, they are doing their businesses in, I played the clip I think 2 days back. They are doing their businesses in the bush. Tell me, how can somebody just come in your land and enter the bush just saying he's doing his business there? You don't know what he's planning, you don't know anything about it. And you call it you are living peaceful coexistence. All Jews of Carlo gave land to Fulani. They gave Ruga. And he was happy bragging about it on national television. That he was the first person to give Ruga in Ipob land. In Loba. Today, are they seeing it funny? The time he was doing it for his own political interest, because his masters have told him, have commanded him, you must give us land. Oh, you give us. And he said, okay. Maybe they will give him 10,000 cows they oblige him to pay for 10,000 cows or more for his own. So that they commit it, because you know there is a way the Fulani work. They must commit you the same way they committed the Hausas. They don't only turn Hausas into slaves, but they use them to commit atrocities in other places, so that the people will also hate them, the Hausas. That time they put them in a point of no return. That you will do our own thing, or we'll leave you and the people will revenge on you. That is, they live on blackmail. That is the way they deal with all these politicians, the southern politicians, Biafrans in particular. They make sure that they cause confusion. They use you to cause confusion between the people. They make you to work against your people, so that your people will hate you. And now you will depend on them. The politician will depend on them now for protection against his people. Do you see how they roll? Do you see their strategy? When they use you as a politician, they will use you, make sure that as a Hope Uzodinma is, because if Hope Uzodinma, the Supreme Court governor, If he's somebody that is intelligent, that really loves his people, forget about being a governor or not. He knows that that place is not for him. He is a fourth person. If they want to put him there, he said, no, don't worry, I will go again. I will be a candidate again, maybe next 4 years. Don't worry. Because this is a flagrant, blatant cheat. And it will be against my people. I don't like it. In as much as I want to be a governor, but let it be like that. I will contest later, and I will try to win by the ballot box. That is how you know people of dignity. Now, if you tell the Fulani like that, they will know that this man is a human being. He's a human being. They will be afraid of him. But being who he is, because they know, he's a 419er, he's a criminal before in Lagos. When you look all the whole public servants in the southeast, most of them we are criminals, which they just picked one after the other to do one job or to become governor or become this and that. Just if you watch their background, that is it. In Zimbabwe, let me tell you, during the time of late Mugabe, may his soul rest in peace. I love that man also. Forget about how people are talking, because they use media to spoil people's minds. I love him because they also made him to be a dictator. Yes, he loved his country. He made Zimbabwe today to be will be number one in literacy rate in Africa. But you don't hear all this one in BBC. You never hear all this one. They will tell you how he is killing his country, this and that. But they are the people that we are doing this. The Britain, they did it. Is it Tony Blair, David Cameron? All of them, they are criminals. So during the time of Robert Mugabe, they tried to arm Mogai Changarai to give him arms to fight against, in open warfare, to fight against Robert Mugabe. That they will support him. The Britain, we will support you, don't worry, we supply arms to you. The man looked. The man is a man of dignity. He's a chief opposition. He's a man of dignity. I think he's late also. He looked, he said, no, for the love of my country, I will not do that. Because who will suffer? Innocent people, innocent men and women. Before you get to Robert Mugabe, you must have killed millions of people. So I'm not so intoxicated with power like that. And that made Britain, even they become more vexed against him. They turned to former South African president. Is it Thabo Mbeki? Go and invade Zimbabwe with the pretext of this and that, that he's not practicing, he's killing his people, this and that. Thabo Mbeki revealed it sometime. He said they told him, they ordered him, told him, coerced him, that they will support him. They will give him media support, United Nations, they will support him everywhere. Because that is what Britain knows how to do. Destroy. He said they told him, they ordered him, told him, coerced him, that they will support him. They will give him media support, United Nations, they will support him everywhere. Because that is what Britain knows how to do. Destroy. He said they told him, they ordered him, told him, coerced him, that they will support him. They will give him media support, United Nations, they will support him everywhere. Because that is what Britain knows how to do. Destroy. He said they told him, they ordered him, told him, coerced him, that they will support him. They will give him media support, United Nations, they will support him everywhere. Because that is what Britain knows how to do. Destroy. He said they told him, they ordered him, told him, coerced him, that they will support him. They will give him media support, United Nations, they will support him everywhere. Because that is what Britain knows how to do. Destroy. He said they told him, they ordered him, told him, coerced him, him that they will support him. They will give him media support. United Nations, they will support him everywhere. Because that is what Britain knows how to do. Destroy. He said they told him, they ordered him, told him, coerced him. To him that they will support him. They will give him media support. United Nations, they will support him everywhere. Because that is what Britain knows how to do. Destroy. Told him, they ordered him, told him, coerced him. To him that they will support him. They will give him media support.
Other applications. I will not be able to continue with this broadcast this evening because I have to make sure that those of you who saw me naked without a shirt will not go and download my picture. If I want to give out my picture, I will be the one who will come on Facebook Live, and I will do that very soon. But until then, let it be as it has always been. It doesn't matter what the enemy will do. In the end of the day, Biafra will come. That is why we are here. It's as simple as ABCD. Biafra restoration. Very, very important. And I once again thank you, Mazi Evans Ike. Your message is clearly noted. And I want to thank the brother who actually reminded me that I was not putting on shirt. You would not have known except you mistakenly saw it. That is how we roll. Idiot are yapping. But believe me, it's not personal. We will stand our ground to the end. Our enemy will understand. They will know that they work with people like us. Like as I've said earlier, I do not want to log out like that. I have to go back, rectify one or two things. That is why I'm able to come here. I actually want to control do a lot of control damages. Believe me, we are going to start from where we stop tomorrow morning, hopefully by the grace of God. And I will encourage you to join me through the IPOB app, the old app. I'm not sure I'm yet connected to our community radio. I'm not yet connected to our community radio. And maybe I may not even be broadcasting through the satellite. But you can still be getting my broadcast at the moment while they rectify the technical issues with those who are in charge of those departments. You will be getting my broadcast on the radio, our old app, Radio Biafra app. You will get me on Facebook. If you don't get me on Radio Biafra Facebook, you will get me on Radio Biafra Extra page or Justice Mariri Facebook page. Forget about the idiot answering George Onyeibe on Facebook. I know their plan. I will unveil their stupidity at the right time. I do not answer Mazi George Onyeibe. Makanonya Bokenwo Meu Diokpa George Onyeibe. Idiot never know about this until today. You see any Facebook, WhatsApp group, Instagram, IMO, Twitter, any social media platform. Hey, we are George Onyeibe. They can't be me. They can't be me. They can't be me. That is the problem. Beware of Nigerian hired impersonators. They are the real saboteurs paid to destroy the struggle. But what they cannot count on is that they don't know how prepared we are. It's not personal. It is Biafra or Biafra. We go nowhere. We die here. When I mean we die here, no be me go die you. Enemies of Biafra will die. And if I become one, may I die. May he live. The foot of my enemy on my neck. But if anybody want to make me enemy, they will die. They are mad people. We just want to see the moment where our brothers and sisters across the globe who have been lost forever. Of course, I'm a victim of such situation. If Biafra does not come, and very sure most of my brothers will not come home again. And I will say as simple as ABC, as I sign up from here, I sincerely apologize. I will not be able to take your call. I will re-upload the broadcast on my platform any minute from here. It's not going anywhere. Where I stop, I will continue from there. I have approximately about 6 points to share with us why we must make sure that the issue of Biafra restoration is something we have to watch very clearly I will reshare the audio. I have to delete it because my laptop camera catch me without a shirt. I'm not ugly anyway, so it's not bad, but I want to make it that the day I'm coming on Facebook Live, I will be the one who is coming by myself, and I will do that very soon. So idiot thinking, hey, you're gonna share your Facebook, you are idiot. DSS know me. They all know me. Idiot. I just want to be able to flow freely because of so many genuine Biafrans who love me. How can I disappoint them? And I tell them tonight, I love you back. I love you back. And now, like I say, I apologize. I will not be able to continue, so much issue to address after now. But then, if you are a Biafran and you are sincere, I love you. I love you. Sonem wo iye chuku menimo yero ni me o no woge jumo bi o wo no soka mo o solo bo meni mekelere na fanso ya o sonem wo ni iye chuku menimo imakwonero ni me o no woge jumo bi no soka mo o solo boy many mekelere na fanso ya o mema na riekele imela o mema na riekele o mema na riekele de ma o eze biko na riekele o. You see, my song for Biafra is simple. Waiting for that time where everybody will come home. They will know.
This is my song for freedom.
He tastes the beat.
They call me Chris Jokey. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, for still God that is always with me. Yeah. He's always with me.
And the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, ready to return to roll. We gave our life to redeem our life, and the plan is too late. Just another day to know. How did you know the love? Save our life and the meat and the dog. I'm ready now the holy land, where God will always reign. When sin will rise again, and with the people rejoice. When no one will help doing, we know this suicidal. And I will sing my life for singing song, where the freedom must be. Mr. Metro will remind us that we are children of the Most High God. In Jerusalem we live again. But your children are gone, and the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home. Changes to the sun to round. Give our life to redeem our soul, and the life is too late. Children never get it know. Happiness to them they know. See and you see and you see and I am never understand. When heaven will call on us, and the world will talk about us, when the nails will be done, the nation will respect us. That them dungeon just don't go back home. And the ones that understand we know. The girl and the rest and the deeds and the me, my director will return home. Nothing is to be done. Intimidation has been drained away. We need us, we need you, we find you, and the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home. Major is bound to roll. We need our life to redeem our life, and the time is too late. Trading out is going on. Everybody says the joke. Sweet and your sweet and your sweet and your love. It's your cool in Natineke. My leader, my leader, my leader. Holy, holy, holy.
Is another savior.
Holy, holy,
holy, holy.
Nandekano is another savior. Ikukuku cha kucha. Amugawa Biafra gadigide wewe mbebi ebio. Ikukuku cha kucha. Amugawa Biafra gadigide wewe mbebi. And the song will rise. My brothers will be coming home.
We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and the time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God.
Radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
This is Radio Biafra.
Of course, this is who we are. This is who we remain even unto the end of time. Of course, do not forget to tune on to our Radio Biafra app, and of course, follow me through the Radio Biafra Facebook page. Radio Biafra Facebook page. Follow us on Radio Biafra app. Of course, follow Radio Biafra Extra on Radio Biafra Extra group page. Follow Radio Biafra Extra on Biafran, or rather Justice Marere. Justice Marere is my Facebook. Any idiot you see online, say, hey, we are George Onyeibe, we are Mazi, they are idiot. I am George Onyeibe. The original, every other one is counterfeit. My Facebook name is Justice Marere, rather Justice Marere. Justice Marere is my ancestral name that connects me to royalty. Adia Mama. That having been said, I changed my Facebook page Onyeibe to Justice Marere because it was hacked already after I was arrested by the DSS. I discover I have about 97 persons controlling that Facebook page. I actually indicated that it has been hacked and I abandoned it. I still have partial control over it. But outside that, you get me on Justice Marere. Anybody idiots WhatsApping you any WhatsApp group? I was in a WhatsApp group and they were welcoming George Onyeibe. I was in a WhatsApp group and they were welcoming George Onyeibe. My WhatsApp line is not fake. Next broadcast in the morning, I will give you my WhatsApp line. They are robbing you. Tomorrow they say George Onyeibe. It's not me. You didn't hear my voice. It's not me. No matter what happens, write me, demand to hear my voice, you will know the truth. But the right time is, I want this idiot to disgrace themselves, finish. Before I tell the world who they are, okay. I stand up from here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Radio station with more. You're listening to the
morning, wonderful people, great Biafra, wherever you are. We welcome you this early morning, mid-afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are, and depending on where you are listening to us from, we have come to you this very Friday morning that we may continue the propagation of this very gospel, but through a slightly different dimension, but hopefully also with the same outcome. We have come this morning not just to preach, but to have a discussion, to fill your questions, to answer and address any queries you may have, to put some of your minds at rest regarding how we are going to restore Biafra this very year, and what we all need to do individually and collectively to ensure that that happens. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. I am the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television. And by the grace of Almighty Creator in heaven, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra, I welcome you and I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I know morning broadcast is slightly unorthodox for people, but we have decided to do so this very day in order to address some of the issues that you may have. And as I welcome you, I will encourage you to welcome all those who are around you. All our FM in Biafra land is on full tilt. They are working very well. You can listen to us via satellite as well. You can listen to us via Garden Radio app. You can listen to us via Radio Biafra app. You can listen to us via Sweet Radio application as well. And also Simple Radio. Or you may choose to listen via my Facebook page at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with 300 likes and about 450,000 followers. I welcome you this very morning, and as I said, it is more or less an interactive session. I will not do much preaching this morning. Any preaching or teaching that I will do will have to emanate from the questions you are asking or about to ask. I will give you the number to call once again, and please note it down, and when somebody is speaking, do not try to interrupt them by calling at the same time. I will very seriously ask you not to do that. Once again, we welcome you. Once again, we ask you to please be part and parcel of what we are doing this morning. And without further ado, without going any further, I will, of course, prepare and hand over all that we are doing to the Most High. We are going to pray very briefly, and after that then the lines will be open, and I will begin to take your calls, and I will begin to answer your questions. It doesn't matter what it is. Here we are open, here we learn, here we teach, here we lecture, and here we tutor. Sometimes you teach your students and they feel they have a superior research. Here this morning, I also want you to educate me. If you have anything, any knowledge you feel or wish I should be aware of, please, 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 We are waiting very, very eagerly for you to impart that very knowledge. But we must pray. We must pray a psalm of David, that Chukwukika Biama may abide with us. Part of this prayer I prayed on Wednesday, and I will continue to pray this prayer today from Psalm 91. And I will pray in the language of heaven, if you don't mind. Ezi onye nwanyị na Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile, onye ịhụnanya ya na-adịgide ọrụ ebighị ebi, onye okwu ya niile na-abịa na mmezu, onye na-adịghị agharịpụ ụmụ ya, onye si n'ebe ikpofu ahịhịa wee kpọlite nwa ogbenye, Chineke nna nke na-eme mma, anyị na-arịọ gị ngọzi gị na ebere gị, amara gị nọ n'iko gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile, ebe ọbụla ha na-anọra n'ụwa niile, bụ abụrụ gị bụ IPOB, ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra ka ndị nwanyị na-efe n'aka n'isi ụtụtụ a, ka amara gị na ebere gị, ịhụnanya gị, ọmịiko gị wee zuo oke n'ebe anyị nọ, n'ihi na ụwa niile na-etu anyị ụmụ Chineke, n'ihi na anyị bụ ndị gọziri agọzi, agbanyeghị ihe isi ike niile nke anyị onwe anyị na-agabiga na mgbe ugbu a, site na akpamahụhụ na atamahụhụ na ahụ nke ndị iro ebe ụmụ gị nọ, site na mmehie nke anyị onwe anyị mere, anyị wee na-arịọ gị mgbaghara mmehie n'isi ụtụtụ a, wee na-arịọ gị nna nke ebere ngozi, ka i wee nụrụ olu anyị, ka akwa anyị wee metụta gị n'obi, ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị.
He openly said it. Why won't his people love him? Look at governors in Oduduwa land. They saw Omotoku have come to. Had it been in our land, some they will use it to look for favor in the hands of the Fulani in Asorok. This one, they will be pinching each other with it. This is the sponsor of Omotoku. They will go secretly because treachery have become part of our people. I don't understand. I don't know. You see, once people are defeated, even it's not defeated because it was negotiated. Since 1970, our people have gone. They have taken treachery as a business. Our leader rightly said so. That is why today, as I'm talking now, tomorrow they say, okay, Mazi Jonathan, you have to stop a bit, there's another person that we can replace you. Hey! As a Ipob man, you'll be expected to start writing rubbish on Facebook because you didn't go on your own way. Now you think it's your own father's property. Our leader says so. Some people, I thought that they are human beings, but after they become nonsense. It is discouraging, but it can never discourage us. I'm telling you. It is highly discouraging. Why all this? Because you are helping in maintaining the status quo. We have our enemy, real enemies that we are fighting against. And all you are there is just to maintain post. All you are there just to maintain, you want to be like this. Okay, why are they? What is all this? Now why are you coming out at the first place? Why do you come out? Leave people that are genuine to come out and do something that they have to do. Not occupying space for nothing. Yeah? What is coordinator? What is post? For goodness sake. We are not free. Eh? We are not free. We are running from post to post. Why? Frustrating our leader for nothing. Eh? Sometimes when I look, I say, God, why are we suffering all these things? And sometimes I make the conclusion that we are one of the main cause of our own problems, honestly. Because when you look at how our people behave sometimes, I don't want to talk again, but you detest the character. You detest it direct. Honestly. It is either my way or we scatter everything. That is a very devilish character. It's a very devilish character. Let me not digress because I'm talking on living in fake peace with enemies. Peace peace cannot be at any price. It's impossible. But it is only in Nigeria that peace and unity at any cost. You must maintain peace and you kill people. Now you finish killing people, who is going to maintain that peace? You maintain peace. Which kind of peaceful coexistence? Whereas some people have rights more than others in the same country. What kind of peace is that? There is no way you can get peace, you can have peace without justice. And there is no way you can have justice without equity, or the maintenance of equity is justice. Because in order to maintain equity, there must be justice. But in Nigeria, everything is lopsided, one-sided. How can it start? Whereby the Fulani, they have the license to kill, 007. They have the license to kill. They can kill at will, and the highest will take them to police. Hey, bring him to police. Hey, they slap him in the presence of people. After once they go, they release him, he go his way. I say, how many times have you had police having shootouts or shooting Fulani headsmen? How many times? Upon what the atrocities they are committing? They are raping women, butchering people, piece by piece. You never had the DSS have intelligence come and do this and that. What I'm talking about, living in fake peace. This peace we are talking is to whose detriment? How long are we going to be sacrificial lambs for this fake peace we are talking about? For how long? Huh? So what I'm talking about today, when you continue to accept for the interest of peace, spare me that peace. That is not peace. That is fake peace. In Nigeria, they have been patching Nigeria. Let us continue. Anything that happens, so no. For the interest of peace, you have to come and lie. Malaifa speak the truth. So Obadiah Malaifa, Dr. Obadiah Malaifa, they want him to kill him. Bring him. DSS call him. They agree him. Police agree him. This and that agree. Why will you talk so? For the interest of peace. They hide the truth just for the interest of peace. There is no any type of peace without truth. Any type of peace without equity, justice. It is fake peace. Because there will be no peace, real lasting peace, unless there is equity, unless there is peace, justice and equity. And Nigeria, all these things, now, it doesn't happen. In Nigeria, how are you going to have peace without meritocracy? People are busting. People are churning. People are coming out from universities. People are naturally talented to do something. But they cannot do it because the ceiling is their limit. Whereas others, to the Fulani, the sky is their limit. They don't go to school, they don't do nothing, but the sky is their limit. They can do anything they want to do. How do you, there will be peace there? How do you think that there will be peace whereby somebody they say blasphemy? Have you heard about blasphemy in our land before? And you are living in the same country with these people. You are living, even you are going to do business there. Our people, there is something I see. Southerners in general, they always accept. Accept. For the interest of peace, accept. Please. Don't talk loud though. Now they will say you speak blasphemy against their Muhammad. No, don't do it like that. For the interest of peace. People continue living in fake peace. Living in fear, calling it peace. You see people living in the north. You see people non-Fulani of other religions that are not even Muslims. They are living in fear in the north because they can die at any time. They can be killed at any time. Remember what Bosu said. I played the clip of some part of Emmanuel Bosu, Pastor Emmanuel Bosu's clip before. He was talking about how they are prepared in order to do what he said Islamization, but I call it Fulanization of Nigeria. I'm telling you. So, for your information, this your peaceful coexistence you are singing all the time. It is not peaceful coexistence, it is peaceful coexistence. Fake peace. Whereby, how are you going to coexist with people that love cow? That love cow more than you? That carry cow to your farmland. I saw the other day, even in somebody's house, they were passing. Even they say, well, why are you passing here now? This is my house. You don't want Oga to come out. Oga cannot come out, even bring out his car. Inside his own house, in Ipob. What have we, how low have we fallen? These people are coming. They are coming with every alacrity. They are coming. And all we know is, okay, don't let us live in peace. The same way the slaves in America, they have been living in peace. That is, they call it peace. As far as you have any little distance of oxygen, you okay, let us living in fear, they live in peace. I beg. Now they become treacherous against them. If you talk against Massa, the house niggers will tell Massa, and tomorrow the person will be sold or butchered. That is how they live in their peace. Today, what is happening? What is happening? The resultant effect is that blacks are being looked down upon anywhere in the world because people, they read the history of this transatlantic slavery. There is no other people that have undergone this kind of treatment and live it and you know, without resistance. When I mean resistance, it's not only one person, spontaneous resistance, because it concerns a race, it concerns a people. But the people, they were there for how many years? Many centuries. People were being cutted out until even the Europeans, they stopped, they outlawed the transatlantic slavery. But Africans themselves, they were still doing it to their own people. That is why today black race is being looked down upon. They were downtrodden. Not they are still downtrodden anywhere. In Saudi Arabia, they are being downtrodden. In Iraq, the same thing. In Tripoli, Libya, they are being sold like slaves. Anywhere in the world, even in Papua New Guinea, even in Indonesia, they are being treated like animals. Why? Can't you ask yourself why? All these peaceful coexistence people, this is fake peace. It is time for you to rise up, like in our land. In the Middle Belt, all the the non-Fulani indigenous population, anywhere, it doesn't matter whether you are in the north, south, west, east. It is time for you to rise up because these people they have taken more than they can swallow. They have taken more than they can chew. They have beaten more than they can chew. I'm telling you, they are taking everybody for ride because they know that Nigerians are stupid fools. So the Fulani, they believe that, they see that people they have been selling right from the time of Arabic slave trading. They follow, they capture, blast, they sell them to Arabs before the advent of the Europeans. That is what gave them the audacity to continue doing what they are doing because there is no spontaneous resistance. All you care is living in this fake peace, trying to make money. Please don't talk loud, though. Don't talk loud. Let us, as far as we are getting what we eat. That is a life of a slave. It's the life of a slave, nothing more. Living in fake peace. Any day the master wants, he will butcher you. Any day you see slave with his wife. In broad daylight, he will come and take the wife of the man. You go and sleep with him. The man cannot do nothing. That is it. That is the life of a slave. living as you are nothing. All these things make people all over the world, all other races, they abhor, they hate the black people. Forget about the mouth service they are playing. Black Lives Matter, this is rubbish. They know the history. That is why they look down on blacks, because they know that there is no race that have undergone this slavery to external other races, that they will not rise up spontaneously. And they knew that it was the black people that they used to conquer black people. When Europeans came, they formed in Ghana African Frontier Force. They used them to conquer, enslave others, conquer others. When they come to Nigeria, the same, they use all these people to come and conquer them. These are people people read all these histories. Then things that you don't study in Nigeria, they study it abroad. They know it more than you. How black Africans behave, very cowardly and treacherously. They are traitors. They are seen as traitors against themselves, not even against other people. Because when you see a black man, when he respects the other race more than his own, when it comes to just exactly what is happening in our land. You see Joseph Kano, the way he's showering praise. Oh, Buhari is calling Buhari, that is late Buhari, the impostor. Oh, he loves Ndibo. He opened if I tell you that this thing that happened, maybe it is his brainchild to come and open Enugu airport, whereas nothing is happening there. They have not finished nothing, just for politics. Why these people, the way they hate their people, I cannot understand. But we must continue, because we must take the bull by the horn, whether you like it or not. That is the reality. Good luck, Jonathan. Our leader played the clip today. Most of us have seen it. He allowed himself to rig out of office just for the interest of peace. Interest of peace. I don't want people to die. But today, people are dying or they are not dying. There are some times you have to take a stand. It doesn't matter. There are some times you have to take a stand. That is where I say I admire the fallen men. They don't give a damn if everywhere is burning. That is how sometimes you have to act. You don't take after you start after a few years now. You start talking. It's gone. Whatever has happened, it has happened. The Fulani, what they do? They do the thing, damn the consequences. They don't care. And that is why they are coming. They are persevering. They are coming. That is why they conquer. Because, as I said the other day, they are just like dominant species. But you yourself, you calculate. Before they call us terrorist group, okay. Please don't do it before others we talk. Please don't do it because anyway, people will die. I don't want people will die. Yes, it's good, but in a situation like Nigeria, there is no. You have to behave like animal like them. That is a pure fact. Otherwise, you lose it all. You lose it all. I think this is where I'm going to stop so far, and I'm going to bring in my colleague to come in. Mazi, are you there? Mazi, are you there?
Okay. I did.
Okay. I think there is noise.
I think I'm going to look at this because of that. So thank you very much. My people will come back again. We will come back again to continue our preaching. And we will come back. When we start, thank you very much. You don't talk or don't finish. We will do this to continue. We don't have to continue. And we will continue as a B. Once again, my name is Ambassador Jacob from my first state, as I don't talk my name before. So I don't talk to when I talk to you, we can talk, we can preach, we can play one video where one of my man talk to one of my brother dancer. He talk something really touchable. We all of us go hear them, and if we hear them, all of us go say yes, this thing is this. Today it's okay. So my people of Rapture as this one again, and the people all the four who do for me the best, will they come back again? Come back again. And before I continue, come back to my go read them again, more talk, more just they play, they talk, I divide ourselves. Next thing I'll come back, I'll come talk, then I'll come do that video. That's all. I will talk, then if they talk, I will analyze them. Not everybody understands what happened. I think some of them here in a video outside video clip. Now I will say interpret them. All of us here, see, we can say something that happened for this country. And gradually, the truth will come out. But now, what still remains for us now, as the truth begin to come out, as we begin to come out, fear for our body, we begin to come out. Now, if we call the main one thing we will do, what is what we do now? Courageous mind. So, you have to move with a good mood, they move this strong mind now. Now, they fear to come out now, we thank God. Before, who will you if you talk? If they create the body well, you go talk, no, you know, say now. But now, they are coming out, they talk. So before I go, before I read you, make I agree with people first, before we now continue. I don't know, I'm going back to share your get back. You know, you get back phone number. You don't know, you need to collect I have or and Nigeria, no school with this. No, never Nigeria. Never Nigeria. Who should you let me be saying no Nigeria? Never Nigeria. No, no, so, every time maybe like the color for maybe because I'm a dream the extra has melam with me. If you put the Bible, you know a dream. Come up from the way dream. Come here when you live dream. Ama, give but maybe give the more Pinarama from by with you. They are not there because I gave it to give Busque, you belong, you belong by head with I can do coma. Give it my handset Oma, social media, my life, my Facebook, my WhatsApp, everything, my Oma, no look together. 2 young old clue. My going to know every every. Because my wife is allowed. No cook in so you call about you about you want to get by you put in the for that's what you do better. Okay, for I can know now we mama one more mama go hema my son is ala my son mama isha kwa the my is my laugh my sama laugh more my we people laugh more got some person so mama now we don't know the thing make it no full river was no full you my son my leg to come as long as my so we are not the shego Mazi mata midubet ko kadan gwari ago kaje dukkan mu ya midubi dukkan mai fata ne mai fata mu dai tare bari kan mu zama da so to ba dan kana ba gaskiya wayan mutane ba wayan mutane ban ka ba su da imani ba su wani cikin plan cewa to gashi ne nan ko dai su ga cewa kowa da kowa ya zama kuma kullum suka ce ma azuma ne mu wanda ba da ma bai ko ga yadi ma da amma suka ce kowa dai ba ka da su ba kaga har ma a ce wannan kai ba wace ne ko wannan a ce da ba su gani sai wannan sani ba shi ne shi ko yana gon wanda ko ne bukata bai da ba kuma yawan ki fara kabin ko kuma da isha wai ne ko fita suna addu'a ko an musu kare ko cikin aure to ya za ce wai mu wai mutane ne da bai ne zama kalan ya za ce mu ya yau shi mu zama ba da mu na kula wannan bidiyon ko ko da mu zai iya bin tsawa to kowa da kowa da ji kowa da kowa da ji wai ya kamata mu tashi barkamu mu tashi barkamu kowa ya sani ne da masa kowa ne da masa makala ba gaskiya wani rafa zan tashi ba yau zan mutu kowa da kowa wani gaskiya da kowa ya sani da gama so that's the fact if you all of us we need to do one place now we enjoy the day we will care because all these blind people because as the day because they hide under the outside people they call them outside blind now the outside self they need to say these people that if they get bad plan now what they say their eye they open people eye they open they because of faith now every day for us now to use every day for us now to use for us to come out ourselves from these people flying hands now we get social media the Facebook dey there us dey there now those Biafra they don't dey everywhere now they even dey for Sokoto FM they dey everywhere now so we can listen we can talk we can advise ourselves so and as we go dey as we call our radio call so like if we know what time we go answer that question here because when they talk say we don't fear we don't call because they feel a threat my phone they feel a threat my life nobody will threat your life what you want talk wey they will threat your life because you call us say I from you by the umbrella from call umbrella from this say I don't like my government to say bad all that only any bad will tell us say bring some to us and go if not something we go talk am I mean because you to call the thought lab already with trace your number so no you will never reach where it trace you or maybe if you want to know say they trace you if you want to know say they trace your life or maybe they hack or maybe they follow like if you go die star I 161 I send them we look at it say nobody they touch your number nobody has your number nobody they call your number that is cool check them so nobody will check if you just call tell us advise us if you have any question go ask us ma kowa da kowa tsoro ba sauran gwamnati ba sauran shugaban kasa ba sauran wani fulani ba sauran bandit ba sauran boko haram amma kaso kuma ko shi ne da ana muna sauran su amma zai kan ba su bar kashe bai har yanzu suna kan kashe ko kuma har suna kan kashe kun da rana amma kan mutum mana kan so ya kamata mu tashi mu rise up mu tashi mutum yau gaskiya ya isa haka because wani mutane abu suka heti a rayuwar shi ne kafin gaskiya da zanen kasar gaskiya ko shi kenan bai so suka so da mara kowa da kowa ya zama karaci ya zama karaci because in ba ka sai in ba ka fita fara in ba ka fita kai kariya ba ka zama karaci amma kuma ga gaskiya ta hali kana gani kana gaskiya wani ba kai gawa miki fara wani gaskiya yake faru amma ba da ka faru gaskiya su da kana tsoro don ne ta gar ka faru gaskiya ka mutu ka tsaya a gaskiya ka mutu kan gaskiya ko zan ba ka mutu kan gaskiya ba ya in ka shiga suka faru gaskiya in ka mutu kan gaskiya zai ka samu ka samu aljanna da ce kana gani kariya zahiri kana gani kariya kuma ka cika bala to na fahimta kadina me ya Allah ya ma me kowa ya gama akan gaskiya ko kuma akan rashin faɗin gaskiya saboda a hana gaskiya ta karka faɗin gaskiya kuma kana gani zahirin gaskiya kai cika bala to wanda suke faɗin masu faɗin gaskiya yanzu suke zuwa ba duk musamman zuwa ba ko da zaran ka faɗin gaskiya zai ka faɗin gaskiya kuma wani cin ko da ta yi ta wani gaskiya kai fara ba ga wani ba na da sani wanda ya fito mai ki fada shi kama da gaskiya ki fara wani ki fara ko yake ki fada abu da gani ba abu da ke faru abu zai faru gobe ya shi da faru ba da ya fara haka ya kai ki faru bari jin kama wani bidiyo a san cewa wani bidiyon ko da zanen ya ga fada ko zai jin a zai replay na shi wasu su mamman kamar mutane kaza ke duk kowa da kanka ka cewa gaskiya shi na abin to da su muna ga wannan shi muna ga wannan wurin Biafra din wala kowa da kowa yana fara gaskiya zan kan yi go zan kullu in kana fara gaskiya ne fara gaskiya da sai wani gaskiya in fara da gaskiya fada mun gaskiya ko shi da makan hal a wani ke mai masu nan because if you talk to how you go take know yourself so that's why we don't come here to always talk the truth because in that truth we see favor we do not see favor so now we the best so for people la coming up if you don't come talk what will happen how we tell you no that is why we are always come here to say the truth but nothing but the truth if our Mazi now that truth now that truth now the save us so I beg all of us let's come back here and let me go through let's play that video that when we play that voice then we will listen to that voice we will listen to how it will happen once we play finish make the play finish make you see you go understand all time after you go post am then now I call another with English with the blocking so make everybody dey understand that anything when you talk truth the truth is always there because some of them know the truth and even that video you know see this the whole problem we will face for middle grade you know us na it is caused by our leader because see there are some powerful men in the north who be say they no always be say the truth and all this critique dey happen you see in the same our leader for the north na they cause this trouble because the moment wey trouble dey na that time wey they will trouble dey and that's why they benefit that's why they can perform money or that's why they can and this what this channel are doing yes because if you dey at space you hardly come into the between people. You don't know if there's a crisis, if you have one day, when they fight on ourselves, they will come out, they won't come out. If they fight it, and that's what's happening in Biafra. And that's what's happening in Medjugorje. So, and this money comes to the truth. I'm sure this night we will understand and we will learn. From that video, we will rise up, we will go come out, we will go so somebody say this today, because this is Obadia Milasia, it doesn't come. It is the truth. He gave some people, some foreign governor, who say that the commander of Boko Haram. He took him, and you can say, apart from say the commander of Boko Haram, and Boko Haram they divided. Some are bandits, some are Boko Haram. So that Boko Haram, that they kill soldiers. Why the bandits that they kill civilians? As well talk true, now you call Wahala. And that's where everyone is not why that's true. Yes, this is myself, the truth. That's not about the truth. But now, since that time, this is their invite. There's invite them. Only people invite them. Now, because the police could invite them again. Come on, you go nowhere. All you guys say like you go nowhere. See why you be inviting me because I talk the truth. You can see how the truth it please them. You see how if you talk to the truth it please them. You see how if you talk to the truth, you could say you pray for the body, the body if you talk the truth. That's why our mind is not the kind of because the only thing that you will destroy this country. You need to say you go, you need to divide this country. You start killing everybody that to come out the business you go and speak the truth. And that truth now, everything we everybody now hold the now still. Let us move forward because of the truth. Because they will build under the financial country was the financial start from the lie. But once things come like when you use two, they demolish all the lie. That becomes problem. So let me go over to Oga. Let me play that video and then let's hear what that person goes on. Then I will run the video. Yeah, the video.
Wani jami'a ko na sirri ya mu faɗa don ya yaɗu saboda manya su ci. Wani zai tambaya wai me yasa aka mai da hankali akan jihar Zamfara ɗin ake ta kashe mutane aka hana zaman lafiya wurin. Wato akwai wasu ne daga cikin manyan ƙasar nan.
In fact, ne akwai wasu manyan mutane a kasar nan wannan su ne masu ainihin asali masu da cewa su ne wanda da zan su magana ban da tabaki to yau mai yasa wani mutane wura ba su wani karfe wanda ban da taba su these people, they have some very powerful men in the north. People say they are untouchable. Why is it that they are untouchable? That's the question the man is asking. Why they say they are untouchable? Mazi, plans now.
Lokacin faɗin sunan su bai yi ba amma na san su. Manya ne kuma 'yan arewa ne da suna da ra'ayi akwai arziki ne a jihar Zamfara ana ɗiban gold ana ɗiban kaza akwai kayan wato arziki na ƙasa na cikin ƙasa da ake tono
akwai su mutane wanda su duba arziki kan su bi wani arzikin ne ko su fara fitina. Yes? So this settlement, if you want to command something for your region, you have to commit trouble. If you don't commit trouble, don't commit trouble. So now, if these are powerful people, why are they? Why God will not touch them? The same question demand the ask. Let's continue.
Don haka su suke da hannu wajen ɗiban wannan kayan arziki suna fitar da su waje suna samun dukiya. So idan aka bar mutane hankalinsu ya kwanta, ai kaga za a rika ganin ana fita ana kaza har za a yi magana. To yanzu sai an kame da wurin a da hankalinsu.
Kuna gane ko kuna gane da ban ko kuna ci ko abun kenan to ni wai da mutane wai za aka bari kowa da kowa ya samu zaman lafiya in ka bi ko ni wani arziki wanda ya kamata su diba ba za a da biyo ba saboda kowa yana samu kowa yana kan samun gwamnati so da wani ne cewa wanda su samu wannan yawan abubuwan ya kamata su ma da kowa ya zama kowa da kowa kowa da kowa ana ta fitina zara ana ta fitina kowa yin ka je dubu abu ne ko da kwadde ba kuma su wai na mutane gangar suke yi da gangar suke yi da gangar sun har fitina
yanzu ta rayukan suke da gonakin su tukuna da awaki
kuma da kulli na ko su ba sai ba it is because you can do never allow people to rain for that place because when you allow people to rain people there they no go feel go unite they no go feel the carry into the wall carry so it means that because of particular way they want to get that means they come trouble they come trouble and they people to be making them make trouble because they make trouble but when they make trouble they go that's when they not get them to the carry this go they go carry the very good mirror they go and they go and after they trouble after they find it they carry they go it means why not me the gangar suna hada fitina suna hada wani tafi kuma me yasa mu ba san mu da mu gane kanmu mu bar fadin da yawo ba sun hada kanmu bar mu tashi yadda mutane karwai ta kan mu da so this is the go to the debate everybody now the cool person see because they will never allow peace to reign because if you allow peace to reign nobody will carry energy come out. So in this crisis mode, now they come if this are Kasuka, why we need to come out, say no, we need to fight again. Let's rise up and defend our property and defend our land. Because if we don't defend our land, that's why we see the call the Canada somebody to go and in theory with the fight. And they say the fight, and there is no Canada or two to go. That's the problem. So, from this point of view, we all of us got our hands, we stop fighting each other, we make the cut our head join just because the head now they intentionally. Let's continue, let's go.
su da abincin da za su can kuma inda ake ɗiban arzikin suna ta ɗiba wallahi wannan shine abin da yake faruwa kuma abin yana da alaka da manya da shi yasa bin yake cinyewa suna da alaka da sojoji suna da alaka da gwamnoni suna da alaka da jami'an tsaro duk wani babba da yake wannan jihar ko yake ƙasa in ma zai wata magana suna da wani abu da suke dan tsakura masa a bashi da haka gwanda su ta kashe mutane a kasa samun zaman lafiya su ta neman arzikinsu yanzu kamar rikicin da aka yi ta a borno sambisa da waye ai fetur ne a wurin akwai mai ne akwai arziki ne a wurin so in aka bari hankali ya kwanta ba a yi ta faɗa cikin can nan ba to ai hankali zai koma a cikin
now ko gani ne to wai akwai abubuwa wanda su suka gani wanda ba mu gani su bari ne su suna cikin gwamnatin ne wai da mutane ba mu taba so because of what because this word they carry call what they call fighters most of them they are TV Nigerians so some of them they carry call from Niger so from Mali and other places but they pay them and they are the middle beneficiary so this thing is still bounce back as we see the talk so